www.ecc.co.uk. You can also tweet your feedback using the hashtag #WorkLiveIndia. Well, I must say that this has been an interesting conversation with all my guests, and I hope you had a brilliant takeaway from it as well. Till next time, do stay tuned and namaste.
Hello, Susanna. Just turn your microphone on.
The weather, sponsored by Qatar Airways.
Hello there, we'll start this bulletin by looking at Australasia, and it looks like the temperature is bouncing up a little bit across the southeast. We could see 18 degrees in Melbourne, but sunshine on Saturday, 17 in Sydney, with some heavy rain.
Well, we usually talk here.
On the coast of New South Wales. Hot and sunny in Shanghai and Beijing, temperatures in the low 30s Celsius on Saturday.
When you're ready, turn your microphone on and we will start talking.
It will be rather thundery, with the chance of some storms throughout the day. 34 degrees for Cairo, hot and sunny there. 32 for Tripoli, a bit more cloud though for Cape Town. We'll see a surge of heat again across the northwest of Europe. 31 in Paris, 32 degrees or so in Berlin. It will turn cooler here as we reach next week. For South America, we've got 31 Celsius in Rio. Here to be sunny.
Right now, we will listen to the latest news, and we will start talking about the latest news from the BBC.
The weather, sponsored by Qatar Airways. The latest tech is advancing so fast, it can be hard to keep up.
AI might be predicting the fashion of the future.
But there's no need to be overwhelmed.
Island made up of solar panels.
Wow, walking on water.
This is what it feels like to be on the moon.
Just consult the experts.
This is how you really do it.
Take a look at tomorrow's tech today with Click on BBC World News.
If there is a war, then I do not think anybody will be safe in our region. But let us all try to avoid it. We don't need a vote.
I do have a voice that I can use, and how do I use that in a positive way?
The number one priority is to restore the Greek economy to an aggressive growth path. Many problem is our own creation.
This is an emergency. This is an existential crisis, and we must do everything we can to solve it.
I don't want to just, have my face in the paper or have my name as the patron. I want to do more than that.
When big names talk, they talk to the BBC.
Hello, this is BBC World News. I'm Ben Bland, our top story. There have been more arrests in the latest crackdown on Hong Kong's pro-democracy movement ahead of another demonstration. Lawmakers are among those arrested. The protesters remain defiant.
Even I've been jailed for 3 times, and I need to face a trial on 8th of November, which means 3 months later. But we still keep on our fight. We shall not surrender.
Security experts reveal a sustained attack by hackers using malicious websites to target iPhones. As opposition to the suspension of the UK Parliament grows, Boris Johnson accuses MPs of hurting his chances of getting a deal.
They think in the EU that Parliament might try to block Brexit or might even succeed in blocking Brexit. The less likely they are to give us the deal we want.
And scientists in Australia downgrade the outlook for the Great Barrier Reef, saying it's at increased risk from climate change.
Hello, just turn your microphone on and let's talk a little bit. This is the conversational English class. The only thing what I do here is I just talk. Just say hello to me, please. Hello, Susanna.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
how are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Where are you from? What do you do? Whatever you want to say.
Okay. I'm from Moscow. I'm 19 and I'm study at university. I like play the piano. I finished the musical school and
That's okay. So what do you study in the university?
English is my profile, as I can say.
Well, we usually say major, major and minor. So
yes.
Is your major?
Is my main major subject. Yes.
And we just say major, and minor is German or French or which language?
I learned English at school, and I decided I want to know them better, and now I at first course, and I will learn German.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So another thing is to say, to put it in English, you can say that this is your specialty. Your specialty will be the English language, and the second specialty will be, or minor will be the German language. Okay, very good, yes. Very interesting. So have you been abroad to some overseas countries?
Yes, I have been in Malta and in Greece.
Okay, so what did you like best?
I have been in Greece this summer. It was 3. I don't know how to say. It was a trip from university to practice the language. Yes, and I have been in Malta a few years ago. I was in a summer school. I have been in summer school to practice language.
Okay, yeah, I understand. So, are you originally from Moscow?
Yes, I was born here.
Okay, and you studied what kind of school? I mean, secondary school. What is? Was it a kind of a specialized English school, or what kind of a school?
No, it was just school without deep subjects.
Yeah, I understand. So, and right now, which books, which textbooks do you learn, do you study at the university? Do you remember some names?
1 second, please.
Yes, please.
Oh, I forgot.
That's all right. So you don't remember the name of the book, the title of the book?
Yes.
Okay. How many classes of English do you have every week?
A lot.
Yeah.
Because I have different direction and all them in English. And by the way, I refresh the book. The name of the book is Navigate.
Oh, okay. I know Navigate. Yeah, that's a good book. All right. And is it intermediate, lower intermediate, upper, or what kind of it, if you remember?
Upper intermediate.
Very cool, very cool. So, what do you like doing during the classes? Is it like writing, or listening, or reading, or?
To tell the truth, I dislike writing. It is the most difficult for me, and I adore talking classes.
Okay. Yeah. And when you talk, what do you talk about?
We discuss different topics. Just I don't know.
That's okay. I understand. This is not that easy. Yeah, but do not think much. All right. The last question which I wanted to ask before we start the class is, why have you chosen this occupation, this career? What do you want to be in future? Do you want to be a teacher or a translator, or what is your future job? What is your future career? What do you think?
My future career is a teacher.
Okay.
I will be a teacher. I don't know. I just I choose this way because I like language and I wanted to connect my future profession with this.
Okay. So did you have to take this EGA exam?
Yes.
Was it difficult?
Yes, it was.
And what was your score?
60.
60? Wow.
Yes.
But that's all right. Yeah, I understand. That's okay. So what I want to do today is, if you don't mind, we usually, when I have classes online, we usually study the book. And this book is from Oxford. The book is called Master Class. And like you said, that you like learning something about writing, because as you said, that writing is not easy for you. So I will just share the screen with you. And I think that you can see the screen now, right?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Now, it's just for us to begin, it's for you to feel more or less comfortable. See, exercise 4, that's about sentences when you add adverbs or adverb phrases in brackets in the correct position. Some words and phrases can go in more than one position. So if you try exercise 4, just read and try to put the adverb in the right position, will you?
Okay. My sister failed her driving. 1 second.
Yeah, that's okay.
Sadly, my sister failed her driving test last week.
Yeah, absolutely. Or another way is to say that's correct. My sister failed her driving test last week, sadly. Okay. B, Sam?
If someone sneezes, people say bless you. No. If someone sneezes often, people say bless you.
People often say bless you. Yeah, right. Okay. See?
I agree with you completely.
Yeah, very good. That's one exercise, and you did a great job. And let's move on because we will talk today about writing. Number 5, you have to complete these sentences. Then you compare what you have written with a partner. You do not have a partner, so just your ideas. What would you say when I have to go somewhere? I like to arrive. What would you say?
To theater?
When I have to go somewhere, I like to arrive.
I like to arrive by car.
Yeah, probably. But see, it's about the situation. It's about your manners of behavior. So let's say that you agreed to meet somebody, and you will have to go to this meeting. And when you have to go somewhere, you like to arrive, to come. It's not by car. It's in what way?
Immediately.
So do you have some rules about meetings? You know that people have very different rules about meetings. So when you are about to see somebody, what is the rule for you for this meeting?
Don't be late.
You like to arrive late, or you don't like to arrive late?
Maybe I like to arrive in time.
On time, absolutely, yeah. I like to arrive on time. Very good. Or maybe a little bit earlier. Okay. So all right, that's okay. So you see, these exercises are from the Oxford book, which is called Masterclass, and they give you some chance to think a little bit about the rules and so on. That's okay. So now we'll skip this part, and like we said, let's talk about writing. and you know that you have different tasks for writing, and this time it will be writing an article. So how people write articles, and here the meaning is that article is part of the exam. It's when you are given some kind of announcement in a magazine or a newspaper, and you have to write an article according to this announcement. Okay, so but before you think of it, just try to answer these questions. Let's discuss these questions and try to answer them. In what situations do people read magazine articles? What do you think? When do people read magazine articles?
People read magazine articles when they want when they want to know something.
Yes, absolutely correct. I totally agree. So the question to you is, when did you last time read a magazine article? You don't remember?
I don't remember. No, I read magazine article about a month ago. Yes, and it was entertaining article.
Okay. How did it happen? Because you see, when I think about myself, last time the article which I read in the magazine was when I was in the airport waiting for the airplane, and you know, there are lots of very different magazines with lots of, like you said, entertainment articles or advertisement. So I tried to read the one article. It was about, let me think, I think about some kind of a boxer. And another article was about an artist. What was your article? You said about entertainment. What kind of magazine was that? What kind of situation? And what was this article about?
I don't remember the name of this magazine. It was when I was at home of my friend, how to say it, and I saw a magazine, and I just decided to watch, to look out,
to look through,
to look through. Yeah. Yes, and it was about famous people.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, same about me. You know, as I said, I read about the boxer. Why? Because when I was looking through the pages of the article, I immediately recognized this person. That this person, like you said, celebrity or famous person, he is from the area I live in, and so his face was very familiar to me. So I decided to get to know a little bit more about this person. And so that's why I decided to read this article. Okay, Very good. Now, see, what we'll do is you will read this task and just think a little bit because, you know, after the task, after you answered, what will you tell in your article? We will read the kind of a model article and compare with your answer. Okay, just read the task. You have seen the following announcement in an English language magazine. Please do. Will you please read aloud?
The second question?
It's from here. You have seen the following announcement in an English language magazine, and further on. Yeah, that's number 2, only not the questions, but the task itself.
Sorry, I don't understand.
That's okay. So, exercise 2 has 3 questions, as you can see, A, B, and C. We will not talk about the questions, but after the questions, you have the task. If you please read the task, okay?
Oh, yes.
Please.
We are looking for contributors to our series of articles I'm just crazy about. If you have got an interesting hobby, please send us your article. The best articles will be published in our magazine.
And write your article in 140 or 190 words. So, you know, this is a very typical task for the exam, which is called FCE, First Certificate in English. It says writing part 2 because other parts are they have different tasks. So today we just talked about writing article. If I ask you to tell me what are you just crazy about, and I will also share with you what I'm just crazy about. What can you think of?
I'm crazy about taking photos.
Okay, very interesting.
I try to oh my God. I adore to take photo of nature photos. And
do you have a professional camera, or you are talking about your cell phone?
I don't have a professional camera.
Same about me. I don't have professional camera also. It's just cell phone, right?
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about your best picture? What was that picture about?
My best picture. Okay. It was. I took this photo about a few months ago when I walked with my friend, and we were in park, and in on the picture is lake and birds. I don't know. I think it's the best photo because it have some. It has some atmosphere.
Okay. Yeah. You can say so. All right. Yeah. If you know, if you ask me about what I'm just now crazy about, and you won't believe, I absolutely accidentally had I watched a little bit of the videos of Billie Eilish performance. Do you know Billie Eilish?
Yes.
So I was, you know, I was amazed. And this performance was in Moscow. Have you been to this performance?
No.
No. But have you heard that Billie Eilish was she's right now on tour, and one of the parts of her tour is performance in Moscow. Have you heard of that?
No, I didn't hear about it.
And you know what? I was shocked. I was amazed that the audience. I'm not sure. Probably it's some kind of a stadium, Moscow stadium. The audience, the people in the stadium, they sang together with Billie all of her songs, every song, just every song. They know every word, and the audience they sang louder than Billie herself. It was fantastic. People just speak English, you know. I was crazy about that. Just young people, and then you know they started chanting like "Spasibo, Spasibo," and she was looking at them like, "What are you talking about?" And they started, "Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you," all together. It was kind of fun, but that's all right. So this is about the hobby or something interesting. Okay, right now we will have the article which one of the students wrote. And will you please read and we will discuss this. That's the model answer of one of the students. Please do.
Okay. I'm just crazy about rock climbing. You may be wondering how anyone can be crazy about something as dangerous as rock climbing. To be honest, I'm not sure myself. I'm so keen on it. It isn't because I'm good at it. I'm only a beginner.
Okay, hold on. A couple of words about the vocabulary, because you know that's why we're here. We try to learn some vocabulary. All right. So first of all, masterclass. It's the British book, and you know I want you to pay attention that American people they do not say I'm keen on. I think that you know this set phrase. Yeah, I'm keen on something. The meaning is I like it a lot. American people say I'm very eager. I'm very eager of doing something. And the next phrase is it's not because I'm good at it. And this is also a very helpful phrase for you. You can say I'm good at maths. I was good at maths when I was in my secondary school, or I'm good at the English language now, or I was bad at chemistry when I was in my high school. Okay. So these two phrases, and also you can pick up some other phrases like to be honest, then I'm not very eager about or of, I'm good at, I'm bad at, and so on. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, okay. I've come up with some reasons that non-climbers might understand. There are practical reasons. For example, climbing keeps you fit and you meet lots of new people with the same interest as you. And in addition to this, there are reasons that only experienced climbers would understand. The main one is that climbing is scary. It gives you a fantastic thrill. I've never forgot my first climb. It was terrifying. Once you've got over the fear, you feel great because you've achieved something.
Okay, let's stop here for a little while, because again, that's very necessary to pick up some vocabulary, and why I love the books from Oxford, because you have lots and lots of practical conversational phrases. For example, I've come up that means that I've got some ideas, and this is how we say I've come up with some ideas, some reasons that non-climbers might understand. Then you know, this keeping fit. Then in addition to this is very important. How about experience? Do you know this word experience?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
When you do it again and again, and you have
a lot of practical experience. Yeah.
Yes.
And then climbing is scary. What is scary?
Afraid?
Yeah, frightening, very frightening. It gives you a fantastic thrill. What is thrill?
I don't know.
Well, probably you know the Michael Jackson song Thriller, or we have movies called thrillers. It's a thrill when you have goosebumps on your skin. You know,
yes.
right? Yeah. You're so excited that you have goosebumps on your skin. Okay, I will never forget. It was terrifying. And again, the word terrifying, you can use it instead of awesome, instead of fantastic, because terrifying is a very fashionable word. Young people in America say it's epic, like something absolutely fantastic, but you can say it's terrifying. Once you've got over the fear, you feel great because you achieved something. Okay, keep on reading, please.
I admit that sometimes I feel annoyed with myself because I can only do easy climbs. I feel terrible if I can't finish a climb and have to give up halfway. So why do I carry on? I don't really know. It's just something I feel compelled to do.
Yeah, compelled to do, the meaning is I'm forced to do. Somebody forced me to do this. I was made to do something. Compelled. I feel compelled to do something. Okay, I must admit that sometimes I feel annoyed. You know the word annoyed?
Nervous?
Yeah, with myself, because I can only do fine. I feel terrible. And again, that's a very good phrase when somebody asks you how you doing, and you can say I feel terrible. And everybody knows that this is not true, that you do not feel terrible, but you sound very interesting, right? And how about to give up? I think that you know this phrase, right? To give up.
Yes.
So why do I carry on? Carry on, the meaning is go on, keep on doing something, and so on. All right? Okay, thank you so much for this reading. And then if we go back to the questions, and right now in a couple of minutes we will finish the class. So you have the question and try and answer. How does the writer try to interest the reader? What do you think? How does the writer?
Maybe a writer use unusual hobby.
Yeah.
To
yes.
interest.
I agree. I agree. And also, she uses lots of very enthusiastic vocabulary. Her vocabulary is really outstanding. Like, I'm crazy, wondering, so keen on it. I'm good at it, and terrifying, terrible. So lots of vocabulary which attracts the attention. Okay. Do you think this article is interesting?
I think yes.
And why is that?
Because there are a lot of feelings.
Okay. Emotions, feelings.
Emotions. Yes.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. How would you describe the style? Formal or informal?
I think informal.
And personal or impersonal? Личный или безличный?
Personal.
Right. Serious or humorous?
Serious?
Yes, right. Is it suitable for the task?
Yes.
And the last part is the descriptive language. We talked about that. The writer uses is the extreme vocabulary, like fantastic, terrifying, and so on. Okay, so Susanna, I've been so happy meeting you, and I just invite you to come and visit these classes on the regular basis every week. And if you want to say something, you know that I have a web page in Contact, and this is my web page, which is called Emphasized English. And if you want to, you can leave your review, what you think of my class. Can you see it here?
Yes.
I can. You can just go there and write down something what you think of the class. And again, this is Emphasized English or углубленный английский with hashtag. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, and hopefully I will see you in the next class. Any questions, any comments, any protests, anything you want to say?
No, thank you very much.
It's been my pleasure. Okay. See you next Friday then. Bye-bye.
See you. Goodbye.